The journey's been amazing. It's been very exciting to be able to undertake this exercise, this memorial exercise, to remember the brave men of the Assam Regiment in 1944. But I tell you now, it's a hard job. My feet are sore, and I haven't had a wash in 3 days. But it's been very exciting. We have been very excited and encouraged to have all the support of the Nagas. Tunku, Chakasang, every Naga we came across, Ngami, tooting their horns in encouragement, people stopping to talk to us as we walk, people giving us cards and books, and very pleased. So clearly people know what we've been doing, and it's been very exciting to do this. We would love to be able to do something on a regular basis, but we need to work out the logistics. But it's been very exciting this first time to see the project come to fruition. A lot of support from local Naga people. The Chakasang People's Organisation were brilliant in bringing all the villages together and getting their agreement. The villagers who supported us and gave us food and water as we went through were absolutely phenomenal. We were going through villages yesterday, and I felt as though I was the Pied Piper, because all the villagers came and walked with us for a few kilometres to the next village. So it's been a very moving experience for us. Not just positive, excitingly positive. It's been a really, really exciting. We've got a lot of support. Well, you need to remember this has been a big team effort. There are 52 people in the team, and we had to come up with the idea. We had to get local support. The Kohima Educational Society were critical in getting the support of a lot of organisations, the government of India, government of Nagaland, the Assam Rifles, really, really important friends of the project, and they looked after us. We had a meeting with them, and we were told that they were providing security during the trip. So this couldn't have happened without a lot of people making it happen. And we're also very excited about the level of interest in the UK for these great battles in 1944, because they were turning point battles in several wars. I hope all your readers and listeners know how important the Battle of Jasami and Karasan and Kohima were to the defence of India in 1944. They were absolutely critical, and it's very, very important that we as a society remember our past. We don't glorify war, of course, no, and we never ever want war in the future, but we need to remember the gallant deeds of our forefathers, and that's what this was about, because the defence of Jasami and Karasan by the Assam Regiment was astonishing, really astonishing. These are local men, Nagas, Assamese, Kukis, Kachas, all sorts of people who joined the army in 1941 to protect India from invasion, and they fought ferociously in defence of India, and they deserve our remembrance. It's been really significant for all of us. We've all invested a lot of time and money to come to Nagaland to undertake the journey. I've been getting fit for the last 8 months. I've been doing 2 or 3 weekly 45-kilometre walks just to get myself fit. It's been very exciting to relearn the history of the Assam Regiment as well in 1944, because it is an astonishing story, and it's a story that everyone in Nagaland and indeed India needs to be proud of.
The green t-shirts, we are the office bearers, and the black dresses,
Yes.
they are our quick response team members.
Oh, wow.
So we'll be escorting you to Korea.
Thank you. Thank you for the offer. Thank you. Hello. Hi.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
빨리 향아.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you. Hello, lovely to meet you. Hi, lovely to meet you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this side also. Thank you for having us. Yes, yes.
80 years ago, the 39 hours walk from Jessamy to Kohima was in an entirely different setting. There was war and lots of adrenaline in a black, nature's way to hell. Their deed was heroic. Today's 39 hours walk through the same route was in a time of peace and comfort. The setting is peaceful, but the journey is no less tough. You all who participated in the walk are no less heroes. There is no better way of remembering the past than to suffer the walk in the same way. May God bless you and us all as we still continue to make our life's journey together. Thank you.
I noticed again that somebody said a short message. I think people get to know that I talk too much. But I wanted to say thank you for the most extraordinary welcome. It's been a wonderful welcome here. Here in Kohima, at Jessamy, at Karasom, at Fek, we have been warmly welcomed everywhere we have gone. I hope people who are travelling to this part of the world for the first time have seen what an amazing country this is, and amazing people who live here, and that they should be celebrated. The Allies certainly celebrated the Nagas because they recognised how brave they were, and that without their support there would have been no Allied victory here at Kohima. My grandfather, Lieutenant Colonel William Felix Brown, in quarter of an hour arrived in from Jessamy with some of his men who had been fighting there 5 days and nights. They covered the 77 miles from that village to Kohima in just 39 hours. I can tell you it's the hardest thing I have ever done when I tried to replicate that over the last couple of days. I think those who were able to take part in the walk would also say that it was an extremely difficult thing to do. We hadn't been fighting for 5 days and nights beforehand. We have nice trainers and blister packs, lots of blister packs. And these men came back here, and the first thing they did when they arrived at 3 p.m. on the 3rd of April, unlike me, who went and had a delicious shower, they were given digging tools and were told to dig in. They had to face the advance of the Japanese. The Japanese arrived here on the 4th of April. Was the time that the first shots were exchanged here. And then they fought, the Assam Regiment fought here until they were relieved on the 20th of April. I just find that unbelievable. And I think it's something we should all know and we should all remember. And that's what a lot of this has been about. making sure that the torch of remembrance is kept burning and handed down to the next generation. There were some older folks such as myself on this walk, but there were also many younger people too. And it's wonderful to be able to share these stories with them so that they will also remember the great actions and bravery of our ancestors. Thank you so much to everybody who allowed this to take place. Thank you for today. And we are so very grateful for the amazing welcome that we have. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Bertie. I'm the Managing Director of Sampan Travel.
Hello, my name is Charlotte Carty and I'm the granddaughter of Lieutenant Colonel William Felix Brown.
My name is Dr. Robert Lyman. I'm the historian of the battle.
My name is Mark Slim. I'm the chairman of the Burma Star Memorial Fund and the grandson of General Bill Slim, who was the commander of 14th Army.
So 26 of us travelled to Jessamy. 20 then took the trail back to Kohima, of which 19 were walking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Off at midnight from Jessamy on the 1st of April. We were all gathered in the lodge, the council lodge there, and we counted down and we left from the Jessamy Memorial to the Assam Regiment, and we started walking. It was dark but a beautiful night, and there was great excitement and some cheering as we left, but it was hard. From there on it was very hard work, but everyone really supported each other. The teams worked well together. Bertie and his team kept us all well fed, well watered and well looked after. And then the majority of us got back, which certainly I'm surprised that I got back, but that was again because of the comradeship of everybody.
How important has this journey been for you?
Very important, very important. I've been thinking about it for some time, and I think it's an amazing story, and the fact that I have a personal connection to it makes it very special, very emotional.
The epithet Forgotten Army was coined by soldiers fighting out here in 1944 and 45, largely British soldiers fighting here, because they felt that people back home, and certainly the press, weren't paying them the attention that they deserved. And they began to use the title Forgotten Army as a badge of pride, and they've been known ever since as Forgotten Army. My role as a historian is to ensure that modern generations in India and in the United Kingdom remember the marvellous activities and sacrifices of everyone who fought in the Forgotten Army, so they're truly not forgotten.
But logistical planning has taken some time. I'm not sure when Charlotte first approached me with this idea, maybe a year ago. It has taken a lot of planning because nothing's really been done like this in terms of tourism before. But we've had a great team here from the Naga Hills who've guided us well throughout the 39 hours, and I hope this can be a template for future trekking tours and expeditions in Nagaland. What is really special about this particular trip that we've done is that it combines two of the greatest assets that Nagaland has for tourism, both its history and its amazing landscape. So you've got great scope here to do more trekking historical tours through Nagaland, and I hope many people do.
Very, very significant support for the Allies during the Second World War. Indeed, the British do not believe that the war here at Kohima the battle at Kohima could have been won without the support of the Naga people. And it's been the role of the Kohima Educational Trust in the United Kingdom and the Kohima Educational Society here in Nagaland to ensure that those sacrifices have not been forgotten, and that the young people of Nagaland today benefit from the support of veterans and their families in the United Kingdom. In the Second World War, a dramatic bond of friendship was created between Britain and Nagaland, the people of Nagaland in India, and it's our hope and desire that those bonds of friendship continue to be developed and grow as the years pass.
It was very emotional. It was also very hard. There is beautiful Naga landscapes, but my goodness, you like mountains. It was wonderful to think that we were literally to the hour replicating what he and his men were doing 80 years ago, trying to make it as historically accurate as possible. Of course, we don't know exactly where they went, but we tried to make a good recreation, and it was very emotional for everybody involved. I think that the younger generation can learn that remembering the past is very important, and to try to take all these lessons into their future. And the younger people of Nagaland need to recognise how amazing their country is, and to celebrate it. So could you possibly repeat the question? They should come to Nagaland and try and do a 39-hour walk. It's fantastic. I knew that my grandfather had been involved at the Battle of Kohima, but I didn't know enormous amounts about it. There's not a lot written about the Indian. At the time I was looking first, there wasn't a huge amount written about the Indian regiment's involvement at the battle, and it sparked an interest that I then pursued. And I just wanted to highlight how amazing the Indian soldiers who were fighting in the Assam regiment were. Well, the first people I helped make sure they volunteered were my 3 children, so that they had to come along, and I thought that was very important that they would be able to celebrate their ancestor and to learn about the battle here. Then I mentioned it to Mr. Lyman, who remarkably said what a brilliant idea it was, and that he'd love to come along and bring his son as well. Rob knows Mark Slim very well, and I might pass this one to Mark. Why did you come along, Mark?
I came along like most people because I have a strong family tie here, something I feel very proud and emotional about. And the thing that I really liked about my family attending this was that my 2 sons and my nephew, who all came and did the walk and completed it today, asked to come. I didn't ask them, I told them what I was doing, and they said, we have to be there, this is very special. And I think that, says a great deal.
Yeah.